I kind of drove around today in Abaco, and boy, some of the hurting you can't even put on video. 1 year, 3 months, 29 days. It's windy, it's cold. Last night we woke up with heavy rain. Must be a cold front pushing through. But if the world, especially the Bahamas, can see how Abaconians are living, I remembered all of the big rallies that the FNM had coming up to the 2017 election. They were talking about over $100 million that the PLP has stolen for monies that were donated for hurricane. 3 years in, they has to have some kind of paperwork to say such broad statement. Over $100 million they claim that the PLP stole. 3 years in, they can't find $1 out of over 100 million. The question is, how much money has this FNM government stolen from a people that went through the worst hurricane in the history of the Caribbean and indeed the Bahamas? That this government, this prime minister, promised and sticking by his promise that he would not build one house for no Bahamian. And it's the people's time, and it's the people money, and it's people that donated the funds for Bahamian. Tonight, I am very saddened by the very fact that my people are still in tents, in the bushes, in cars, when foreigners came more to our aid than this weightless FNM government. That to date, Hiram Lewis and his ministry that were created to help and ease the pain of 1 year and 3 months, 29 days of suffering would bring some relief. Well, since the disaster committee has been established, Kai Mills of that same Hiram Lewis on Abaco once, he's the minister responsible. I see Kay Forbes Smith, she must have went out for election and is the minister now. Quietly, they haven't told us that Kay Forbes Smith is the minister, but still, she only shows up when an NGO is coming to do something for Abaco. When have she come forward, Kay Forbes Smith and the rest of the disaster committee, and to have a meeting and to tell Abaco what they have to offer in their new ministry? Why are we paying Hiram Lewis? Why are we paying Kay Forbes Smith over $100,000? For what? Why? Last time I heard from Hiram Lewis, there was a lot of stuff for Abaco back in NEMA. Only thing NEMA's done was bought a fleet of vehicles, brand new vehicles, over $20,000 a pop for the Defense Force and the Police Force. And guess what they're doing? They're running the Abaconians on the street and killing them, breaking up the vehicle. You know what 20,000 could have done for somebody that lost everything? But the most the government would give you is 10,000. That is all that Abaco deserve out of all the millions and billions of dollars that was allocated for the people of Abaco and Grand Bahama The government of the Bahamas, the most they could give you was 10,000. And guess what? They fell short of that. They said that the money was there. They send you like a big black fool to the hardwares, and the hardwares that are owned by F&Ms. Yeah, we don't trust this government. They already owe us too much. We cut it off. From August to now, the people, even these F&M people, can't get the rest of the 10,000. They got 5,000, and I guess the F&M government said, you know what? We're going to keep the rest of this money to campaign. You imagine that? An international community allocate money to a dying people, a hurting people, and your government is holding the money hostage to campaign to try to regain power for themselves, because the power is not being passed down to the people that need it. Look at customs there at the dock. Not one building has started. Customers in a borrowed trailer. These are the people that are at the front. If America want to, they could shut that dock right down because it's not up to international standard. The customs, the guard at the gate at customs is living in a mold-infested building. 1 month, 1 year, 3 months. One dock has to be fixed in Marsh Harbor, the Union Jack dock. One dock. The gentleman right next to the Union Jack dock has rebuilt a dock 10 times the size of the government dock. Then you go up to Harbor View. It is 60 to 70 times bigger than the Union Jack dock. Yet the government of the Bahamas haven't put one plank on the only government dock in Marsh Harbor that is used for the tourists and the people of the Keys to come into the harbor, into a safe harbor. Not one piece. And guess what? Well, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force. It's adjacent to that. All they need is the wood. They have the manpower. They have over 70 Marines robbing and stealing every night, and they can't fix a dock. I was so proud of the Jamaican Marines. The Jamaican Marines cleaned from the airport into Marsh Harbor, both sides of the roads. They set up, we didn't even have a barber. They brought a barber. They had a line to cut Bahamians' hair, while the Defense Force is plotting to see how they can steal our generators to send back to their families in Nassau. The Defense Force is located a stone throw from the Union Jack dock, and it's a hog pen. Come on, man. Listen to me. This is the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, 70 man strong, playing dominoes all day and robbing in the night. There is the garbage right in their mouth. 70 men. I did the video already. Can't clean the garbage on the waterfront in Marsh Harbor. Yet, people, it's all sum up, it is hard in Abaco. My birthday is the 31st of this month, and this is the worst I've ever seen it. The worst time of our life with the worst government and the worst member of parliament. Two of them, Darren Henfield and James Albury. They're the worst of the worst. We had some bad ones. How? Now I see some F&M up there. I just don't want to talk about them. I ain't got no shame. I can leave them alone, but I don't know what Darren going to campaign on. Really, how is he going to campaign? Oh, you got the bag man Curlin. He's going to spread the money that Darren gave him through contracts, and the money gonna flow back to the contractual agreement back to Darren into North Abaco and try to buy us. I think God's gonna be in this one. I'm asking God to be into this and His Holy Spirit to touch the people. Because 40 years we've been in the wilderness, it is time to get representation. I am that one. That is why I speak. Somebody said, Kai, you speaking for people that don't seem to care. What they don't realize is Kai is in this also. Kai is also speaking for Kai Mills. I, too, is feeling the brunt of this uncaring, heartless, hateful, weightless FNM government. This is the waste. They said this is the people's time. The people has never needed a government as much as they need a government today. And my people tonight has to sleep out in the cold with the rain, the wind, because the government has stolen the money that the foreigners, the Americans allocated for them. They got it packed away for election. But you only could fool the fools. There's some people in North Abaco that is educated enough to know that this FNM government is the waste of the waste. That's why Kai is stepping like I'm stepping and say, vote for Kai. And don't be shy, because Kai cares. Darren Henfield is back in his gated house. 2 cars, government cars, chauffeured, while his people is living in a tent, hoping that rats and snake don't join them in the tent, and hoping that the rain and the breeze don't blow the tent down tonight. It is hard under this weightless FNM government. Where's the money? Where's the money, the 100 million that you said that the PLP stole? Where's the money that y'all stole? Please tell Kai. Kai wants to know, because he cares. Don't be shy. Vote for Kai.